Hey, Becky, what's with that pile of laundry?
What?
I can't believe my daughter-in-law slacking off chores like that. How embarrassing.
Wait, don't tell me you entered our house without permission again.
I pressed the intercom and also knocked on the door. But no matter how long I waited, you wouldn't open the door. So I used my spare key to get in.
Of course I wouldn't be there to open the door. Unlike you, I have a job. Please don't come to our place on weekdays when we're not at home.
You sound as if I don't work. I'm a housewife, and I'm busy with the chores.
I didn't mean to offend you.
You should quit your job and become a housewife too. Then you wouldn't be making piles of laundry like that. I feel sorry for my son Henry.
I'm sorry for showing you our messy house. But piles of laundry don't kill people.
I beg your pardon?
We both have jobs outside the house, so we decided to do all the housework together on the weekends. Please, don't meddle in our family matters.
No, as Henry's mother, I can't remain silent. A wife should always keep the house clean.
I think that applies not only to wives, but also to husbands.
Huh?
We both live in this house. The piles of laundry were made by both of us. If you insist on keeping this house clean so much, you should say so to your son as well.
My son's a boy, so he doesn't have to do the chores.
What?
No matter what era it is, households run better when women do the housework. Yes, just like our family. My husband was always away from home due to business trips. I had to take care of my son by myself. Even so, my son grew up to be a great man, and my husband got a promotion. That's all thanks to me.
I don't know how many times I've heard that story. I think it's wonderful that you've done so much for your family. But every family has its own way of doing things. This is how it works for us.
Shut up. You think a girl like you can talk back to me?
That again.
Listen, if you don't want me to enter your house without permission, keep the house perfectly clean. I'm saying this out of love.
Sorry, Becky. Looks like Mom came again.
Did she contact you too?
Yeah, I got a text from her saying, "Don't let your wife do whatever she wants. Rather than live in that dirty house, get a divorce and come back to our house."
What?
Of course, I have no intention of doing that. I'm not going to get a divorce, and I don't think our house is that messy. Besides, I'm the one responsible for today's pile of laundry.
You were in charge of doing the laundry last night.
I was going to do it before going to bed, but I fell asleep on the sofa. I have this afternoon off, so I was going to do it as soon as I got home.
We're both busy with work, but we managed to live our lives like this. What Donna is expecting from me is too much.
Mom's a housewife who's never had a job. Plus, she's a perfectionist who can't overlook a single speck of dust. I think she just can't understand our lifestyle.
Hey, Henry. I think it's time to change the locks. I've reached my limit by having to listen to Donna's lectures.
I'm so sorry that you're going through all this. I'm always warning her to stop, but...
I know, but even if she won't understand, we have no other choice but to use force. I don't want anyone to see our living space without permission. Checking out people's laundry is an invasion of privacy.
You're right. What's the point of warning if they don't change?
And you know what? I didn't tell you, but the other day it was even worse.
What happened?
She finally found her way into our bedroom. I don't know what she was looking for or what she found, but I was so creeped out when she told me to get pregnant soon.
For real?
Like I said, I'm at the point where I can't take it anymore. If this continues, I'm going back to my parents' house.
Wait, just wait on that. I'll change the locks immediately. I'm taking a half day off today, so I'll change the locks and do the laundry. Of course, I'll pay for the entire lock change.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I mean, you should have told me earlier if something like that happened. I didn't think Mom would go to such lengths.
Sorry. She's your mother after all. I thought it might hurt your feelings if I complained too much.
I appreciate your concern. From now on, I'll put you first, Becky. I'll make your favorite dish for dinner tonight. How about a cream pasta with lots of shrimp?
That makes me so happy. I'll do my best to go home early today.
Hey, Becky! What in the world are you doing?
What are you talking about?
No need to show off your baking skills. Use that time to improve your basic skills as a housewife.
What made you think I was showing off my baking skills?
That cake in the fridge. What is that? The cream is all messy and the fruits on top are unbalanced. Very unappetizing.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me you broke into our house again. We just changed the locks the other day.
Oh, so that's why I couldn't get in. I was wondering why my key wouldn't work these few weeks.
What?
But I had a feeling that things were going to be different today. I checked the backyard and the patio door was unlocked.
You broke in from the backyard? But I'm sure the fence was closed.
I was able to jump over it. I'm still quite active for my age.
I can't believe you.
That disgusting home-baked cake of yours. Did you think that would make my son happy? Or maybe you wanted me to accept your efforts trying to improve your housewife skills?
Donna, please leave my house right now.
Huh?
Do not touch or look at anything in our house. Just leave without saying anything more.
Oh, are you mad at me for saying disgusting home-baked cake?
Anyone would be angry. You broke into my house without permission, poked around my kitchen, and to top it off, made fun of my homemade cake.
Oh, Becky. You shouldn't have made it in the first place if you didn't want to be criticized.
What?
It's your fault for making such an unappetizing cake. The decorations are so crappy. I couldn't bring myself up to try a bite. Maybe I'll get food poisoned if I eat this.
Huh?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It's such a poorly decorated cake. There's no way it's going to taste good. I'm sure it tastes awful too. I might as well just throw it out and do my son a favor.
Do you know what you're saying?
I threw it away. I'm glad I made it in time before my son ate it.
Wait a minute. You threw away the cake?
Yeah, I just threw it in the trash.
Oh no.
Why are you surprised? Anyone would throw away such a cake. I've saved my precious son from getting sick.
I'm going to cut ties with you, Mom.
Who are you?
I'm your son, Henry.
What?
Sorry that cake was poorly decorated. It's my fault since I was the one who decorated it.
Are you really Henry?
I asked my wife to bake that cake for me. I asked her to prepare the cream and fruits so that I can decorate it. The cream was messy, and the fruits on top were unbalanced, right?
Wait. You decorated that cake?
Yeah. After all, it's my birthday today.
Oh.
You're my mother, but you forgot about your son's birthday? I guess you are so focused on daughter-in-law grinding that it slipped off your mind.
It is your birthday today.
Since we got the cake finished, we went out shopping to get my birthday present. Becky suggested she bake the cake this year, so I asked her to let me do the decorating.
Oh no! Then that was your cake!
Do you remember when we made a cake together when I was still in elementary school?
Of course I remember. That was when you were in 3rd grade, right? You were so good at decorating it.
Huh?
I still remember it like it was yesterday. You were so good that it was hard to believe that a 3rd grade boy had made it. There's no way Henry could have made that hideous cake. That cake was actually made by Becky, right? You're just trying to protect her.
What are you talking about? You took that cake from me and redecorated it.
What?
You said, "This decoration is just awful. Give it to me." Then you took off the toppings, removed all the cream, and redecorated the cake to your own satisfaction.
Oh, really?
I remember it very well. I may have sucked at it, but I enjoyed it. Yet, you ruined all the fun I had. So this time, I asked Becky to let me do it.
Oh.
Becky praised my decorations and enjoyed seeing me have fun. That's the kind of birthday I wanted.
Henry?
But you ruined my birthday. Breaking into our house, throwing away our homemade cake, and saying nasty things to my wife. This is the worst birthday I've ever had.
Mom's going to go buy a delicious cake ASAP. Let's redo your birthday together. Let me join you for dinner today.
Who would want to spend time with someone like you? As I already told you, I'm cutting ties with you.
No!
Get the hell out of our house. If you're still there when we get back, I'll call the police.
Please, Becky. Please, help me make things right with my son.
Absolutely not.
Please. I promise I'll never enter your house without permission.
Do you think we can trust your words? You've been warned by Henry so many times, but you never changed. And today, you broke in from the backyard.
So, I promise I won't do that again. I can't believe that my son would cut ties with his own mother. This is wrong.
It's you who made him take drastic measures. This is your fault.
Hey, what's with your attitude? Why won't you help me even though I'm asking so many times?
You don't seem to reflect on your actions enough.
Please! It's so sad that my adorable son is cutting ties with me.
Think again of why it came to this. Reflect on your actions and apologize to us. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Becky. Then how about I do all the housework for you?
Huh?
You two are both really busy, right? You said you guys were doing all the housework on the weekends.
Yes, after much trial and error, we figured this was the best way for us.
But it would be a shame to end your day off with housework. So, from now on, I'll take over all the housework.
What?
Of course, I won't go into the rooms you don't want me to go into. Tell me if there's anything you don't want me to touch. I'll obey whatever rules you have and take care of everything. How about that?
You really thought we'd be thrilled to have you as our housekeeper?
After all, I'm housewife. I'm capable of doing all the housework perfectly. It's your fault that made me go to your house to begin with. I visited your home because I was worried about your housekeeping skills. If only you had done the chores properly, I wouldn't have broken into your house. Then I wouldn't have thrown away my son's cake. But if I was so worried, I should have taken over and helped you guys. I've been a housewife for 40 years. I'll be an excellent housekeeper. That would make my son and also you happy, wouldn't it? I'll even have a good reason to visit you.
No way. I can't leave our chores to you, who's living in a house full of trash.
What?
Actually, I'm at your house right now.
My house?
Henry said we should inform his father ASAP. I heard your husband no longer goes on business trips. He came back just a few days ago, right?
Well, that's true about my husband. But it's not like my house is always that messy.
Really? The trash on the front porch had magazines from a few years ago. The unwashed dishes in the sink look like they've been there for more than a week. Plus, the smell. I've never seen a house like this. How were you able to live in a place like this?
Oh no!
Your husband told me what happened while he was cleaning. Even after we got married and Henry left, your husband still had to work out of state, and you had to live alone. Then, you started to slack off on the housework. As a result, the house is now a mess.
Why did you come over to my house without permission?
You've done much worse things to me, Donna. At least I had your husband invite us in.
I said I'd stop doing that.
It's too late for that. Your husband agreed to the fact of us cutting ties with you.
What?
He said it's better that way for both of us. He said he'd support us if we wanted to move.
No!
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to live in the same city. I'll take that into consideration when moving out.
Wait a minute. You don't want to see me ever again?
That's right.
Oh no!
Before you start telling people what to do, I suggest you do something about this trash house first. Now, if you'll excuse me. I found out later that Donna, my mother-in-law, was originally very bad at household chores. Whenever her husband or her son was away, she hired housekeepers to clean up the house. But now that her husband switched to remote work, he started teaching her how to do the chores properly. Thanks to that, she stopped coming to our place, and I am very happy now. Next year, Henry may get a promotion, and we may move to Boston. If that happens, I'll switch to remote work, and we shall have Henry's father support us